Hi guys, welcome to Puliady's kitchen. Today we are going to learn soya chunks recipe. This soya chunks recipe is a simple yet delicious and flavorful recipe. Soya chunks are also called meal maker and it's very tasty to eat. Soya chunks are a good source of plant-based protein and it's a good replacement for animal protein for vegetarians. This recipe is really simple to make and it's very tasty and you can eat as a snack or you can eat as a side dish with rice or rotis. To make this, we need soya chunks. I'm going to use one box full of Nutrella soya chunks which I bought from the Indian store and it contains 220 grams of soya chunks. We need 10 red chilies, 10 to 15 cloves of garlic, 1 tablespoon of jeera, and then we need curry leaves, cilantro, and for seasoning we need oil, mustard seeds, urad dal, turmeric powder and hing, and then we need salt. Wash the soya chunks nicely and then soak it with 3 cups of hot water for about 10 to 15 minutes. After soaking for 10 minutes, please remove the water by squeezing the soya chunks nicely before cooking. While the soya chunks are soaking in hot water, we are going to crush the garlic cloves in a mortar and pestle. If you don't have a mortar and pestle, you can just grind it. Once the garlic is crushed, you can add 1 tablespoon of jeera and crush it nicely. After crushing the jeera, you can add 10 red chilies and crush it well. After it's been crushed, you can transfer this to a bowl and keep it aside. These crushed ingredients gives a great taste for this recipe, and so let's learn how to do this. Switch on the stove on medium flame and in a big pan you can add 3 to 4 tablespoons of vegetable cooking oil. When the oil gets hot, you can add half teaspoon of mustard seeds, half teaspoon of urad dal, little bit of hing and half teaspoon of turmeric powder. Mix the spices nicely in the oil and when the mustard seed starts popping, you can add the crushed ingredients to this. Add some curry leaves which you have at home and then nicely mix it with the oil so all the ingredients will blend well. Add the soaked soya chunks at this stage. Make sure you squeeze all the water out before the soya chunks are added to the pan. Squeezing the water removes the strong smell of the soya chunks. Mix the soya chunks nicely so all the ingredients and the spices will be coated well. Add 3 teaspoons of salt to this now, or you can add salt according to your taste. And actually, if you want it less spicy, you can add less red chilies also. Keep stirring the soya chunks while cooking. Add 1 cup of water to this now. I like my soya chunks a little soft, that's why I'm adding water now. Keep stirring and cook until the water comes to a boil. Once the water comes to a boil, we are going to close the container with the lid and cook for about 10 to 15 minutes. Occasionally open the lid and stir it well so it doesn't get stuck at the bottom. And then close it with the lid again. After 15 minutes you can open the lid and see how nicely the soya chunks are cooked. It smells so delicious. You can switch off the stove now and you can garnish it with some cilantro. Once it's cooked, leave it for half an hour before you serve. Your world famous soya chunks from the Puliady's kitchen is ready to enjoy. Believe me, this is the best and easy recipe you'll really enjoy. So please make it and enjoy with your family. Thank you.